Hey Killer Bees, it's Pahla B from PahlaBFitness.com, and on tap today, it's day 6 of the Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series. And you guys, today is standing abs. That means that there is no jumping because it's not really cardio. There's no transitions to the ground, there's no equipment needed, and there's no squatting. When you're ready for this one, I'm totally ready. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we are going to get started with some arm circles and high knees like we do. You guys, here on day 6, even if you are brand new to the Pahla B Fitness channel, if you have been following along for these 6 days of our Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series, you've probably gotten used to this warm-up by now, and I want you to know that this warm-up is the warm-up. This warm-up actually is scientifically proven by, me personally, to warm up every single joint in your body. No matter what pace of a workout we're doing today, you want to make sure that all of your muscles, all of your joints, all of your bones, all of your tendons and ligaments are ready for whatever load we're giving them today. And this particular warm-up gets all of the major spots in your body as well as your heart and lungs. And because I do the same thing every time, I can actually do this without thinking too hard. Sometimes I still mess it up, honestly, but I can talk to you while we're doing this warm-up about what the day holds for us. And my friends, oh my gosh, the day holds for us a little bit of balance practice and a whole lot of super fun standing abs exercises. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers, really thinking about opening up that chest, stretching out those quads, which is the fronts of your thighs, working your back, working your chest, feeling your shoulders really warm up and get ready for it. Now today's workout, okay, it's standing abs. That means that we are targeting your abdominal muscles. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that means to target specific muscles. But what I'm going to tell you about the pace of today's workout, it's not explicitly meant to be cardio. We're moving. Well, okay, we're always, every single workout, no matter what we're doing, we're always moving at whatever pace feels best for you. For me personally, I feel a little bit like kind of shaking out yesterday's workout. I feel a little bit stiff. I feel a little bit sore. Even though we talked about being sore, I feel a little bit sore. So I'm going to take today's workout at a mild cardio pace. Not fast, not slow, but a little bit of not moving super slow on purpose. Let's go ahead and do welcome to my homes. You are welcome if the balance, the moves that we do are particularly challenging for you. Move slower than I'm moving. I mean, really, even if we're doing cardio, you can always move slower. You can also always move a little bit faster too. You figuring out what feels moderate to you, what feels good to you, what feels like the right workout for you is the entire point of this entire month. My friend, here's what it looks like. I've got the handy dandy Gym Boss here set for 20-second intervals. And our first interval is only going to be 20 seconds of work before we get 20 seconds of rest. So I'm actually going to take that as a bit of an extended warm-up. We're starting with high hand oblique crunches, which means that we're going to have our hands high and we're going to crunch down to our obliques. Here's what it looks like. Hands are up high. We're reaching our opposite elbow towards our opposite knee. And I want you to really think about actually touching your knee to your elbow. That means you can bring your elbow down pretty low if you want to. But since we are targeting our abs today rather than just our heart and lungs, thinking about cardio pace, we're going to really think about squeezing our abs. Now we get 20 seconds of rest, and that was as gentle as it's going to be. Coming up next, we're going to do those high hand oblique crunches, and we're going to pair them with something I call prisoner side crunches, which just means that we have our hands behind our heads, and we're going to bring up our elbow towards our knee from the side. So we're going to start with those high hand oblique crunches, really thinking about squeezing, pulling in your abs, feeling that work. Taking this at whatever pace we need to. Now that we've got 2 work intervals in a row, that might slow your pace down a little bit. When it beeps, we're doing those prisoner side crunches before we get 20 seconds of rest. We're doing things today, here we go with those prisoner side crunches, going back and forth, one side and then the other. Really catching your balance, squeezing in your core, thinking about pulling that knee all the way up to your elbow if you can. It's a bigger squeeze than you might go if we were thinking about cardio today. Really, oh my gosh, thinking about it, focusing on it. 20 seconds of rest. Now, we're moving in an inchworm pattern today. It's a repeating, no repeat, repeating. We're going to do those prisoner side crunches again, but we're adding something I call torso circles. We're going to have our hands up overhead, and we're going to make a big circle in the air with our torso. So keeping our lower body nice and straight and strong. Here we are with those prisoner side crunches, squeezing, feeling those abs at work. When we do the torso circles, we're going to make as big of a circle as feels good to you. You want to make sure that your core is pulled in nice and tight. Here we go, hands up overhead, making whatever size circle feels good. You might need to go a little bit more shallow. It's going to depend on your core strength. If you've got good strong abs, you could probably go a lot bigger than me. If you are just beginning to work on your abs, you might want to go a little bit smaller, making sure that you're using your abs and not your lower back. 20 seconds of rest. Yeah, I know. That one was tough. The exercises never get easier. Just so you know, if you are brand new around here, the exercises never get easier. We're going to do those torso circles again, paired with knees to elbows. We're going to have our hands on our shoulders with our elbows pointed forward. Here we go with those big torso circles. I'm going to explain the rest of it here in a minute. Actually, no, in about 10 seconds. Making these big torso circles, really pulling in your core, focusing on those ab and oblique muscles. When it beeps again, we're going to put our hands on our shoulders with elbows pointed forward. You're going to bring up one knee. Here we go, bringing up one knee towards the opposite elbow, and then the same elbow, and then back down. Bring up the other knee, opposite elbow, same elbow, and down. This is balance work. This is abs work. Focusing on squeezing from the abs without curling forward. If that means that you can't touch your elbows, 20 seconds of rest, that's totally okay. We're doing our best. When it beeps again, we're going to do our best again with those knees to elbows. And this time we're pairing it with side bends. Exactly what it sounds like. We're going to stand with our feet about hip width apart. We're going to bend to one side, and then we're going to bend to the other side. So here we go with those knees to elbows, really thinking about having your elbows pointed forward. Squeeze across your body, and then on the same side, and then down. Squeeze and crunch, squeeze and pull. Core is always pulled in tight, especially when we are thinking about doing ab work. When it beeps again, here we go with those side bends, feet about hip width apart. Hips stay stable. You're bending over as far as your torso or your spine can bend. You could get over a lot further if you let your hip jut out, but then it's your hips and glutes doing the work and your inner and outer thigh. Totally good work for a different day. 20 seconds of rest. Because we're focusing on the abs and core today, I want you to really think about working your abs and core. I know, crazy, right? What a weird thing to think about when we're doing an abs and core workout. But let's talk real quick. We're going to do those side bends again. And after that, we're pairing it with kicking welcome to my home. So here we go with the side bends. The kicking welcome to my homes is just what we do for our warm-up, except we're adding a kick. It gives it a whole nother level of involving your abs and obliques. So we're going to start with our hands pointed forward, and we're going to welcome to my home, open it out to the side while kicking that same foot. So whichever hand is reaching back behind you, that same sided foot is kicking forward. Twisting and kicking really involves a lot of abs and obliques. You can grunt. You hear me. I'm grunting. You are welcome to it. Welcome to my home grunting. 20 seconds of rest here. We're going to start again with those kicking welcome to my homes, and we're going to pair that with rainbow kicks. Hands are going to go back and forth across the top of your head like a rainbow while we kick out to that side. Again, it's a lot of oblique work. So kicking welcome to my homes, stretching your hand out gracefully behind you, twisting that torso while kicking forward. When it beeps, going into those rainbow kicks, hands going across your body, across the top of your head, while we kick out to the side. So out to one side, out to the other. Really thinking about bringing your hands, if you can, all the way down to your leg, Oh, while kicking that leg up as high as you can. Squeezing and crunching from your abs and obliques. Oh my gosh, feeling the difference when we do this. Whew, doggies. As ab work instead of cardio work. Cardio work, I would not kick that high. For sure, for sure, for sure. This is 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna do another pair with those rainbow kicks first, paired with windmill tapbacks. We're gonna have our hands and feet nice and wide. We're gonna reach down with our opposite hand towards our opposite foot. Here's our rainbow kicks. Squeeze and crunch. And squeeze while we kick. Now you can feel the cardio aspect of this. I'm definitely feeling like I'm shaking out, oh my gosh, what we did yesterday. But this is definitely targeted ab work. Here we go with those windmill tapbacks. Hands are nice and high. We're reaching down, and even more so than trying to reach your toe, I want you to think about reaching behind your knee, your thigh, your shin, wherever you can get to really get that big twist in there. Really working on that twisting motion helps your abs and obliques get targeted. It's 20 seconds of rest, and my friends, that was the last exercise in our circuit. We're gonna do this circuit one more time, which means that we're pairing those windmill tapbacks with the first exercise that we did way back when, those high hand oblique crunches. So now you've seen all the exercises. This is as tough as it's gonna get today, except for the fact, here we go with windmill tapbacks, that we're doing them all again. This is my repeating, no repeat, but repeating workout today. My friends, when we target our abs like this, I wanna be very, very clear, because it's something that I see a lot of in the fitness industry. This kind of work, here we go, with those high hand oblique crunches, squeezing and crunching. This kind of ab and oblique work does not in any manner target your belly fat. This does not burn belly fat all by itself. The way to lose belly fat, 20 seconds of rest, is to lose fat, which means losing weight. And we've already talked about how to do that. You eat the right number of calories, you exercise moderately, you eat those calories consistently, and you keep moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, when it beeps again, we're doing those high hand obliques paired with the prisoner side crunches where we have our hands behind our head. So hands up for the high hand oblique crunches, feeling good and strong. What this work does do is it strengthens your abs and obliques. That can change the appearance of your body. Honestly, any kind of exercise. Here we go with those prisoner side crunches. Knee up to your elbow and then side crunch the other way. Exercise, the point of exercise is to change the shape of your body. The thing that changes the scale is what you eat and how much you eat. The thing that changes the size and shape of your body, 20 seconds of rest, is the kind of exercise that you do. Coming up next, we're gonna have those prisoner side crunches paired with the torso circles. So doing work like this can change the appearance of your body, but it won't automatically burn fat. Now I know lots of times, here we go with those prisoner side crunches, lots of times, and I've certainly done this too. Back when I first started on YouTube, I used to say all kinds of things in the titles of my workouts because I was hoping to be found on search and I was hoping to entice people to do my workouts. When it beeps again, we're doing those torso circles. The fact is, you cannot guarantee that your body is burning fat ever. You can't make your body burn fat. Or rather, the only way to make your body burn fat is to consistently, day after day, for a long period of time, be in a caloric deficit. Here's our 20 seconds of rest. When it beeps again, we're gonna do those torso circles again, paired with the knees to elbows, where we've got our elbows facing forward and the knee crosses your body and then does the same side. The only way to burn fat is to lose fat. The only way to lose fat is to lose weight, my friends. So rather than thinking about, here we go with those torso circles, oh my gosh, rather than thinking about trying to target one particular area of your body that, oh, maybe you don't like the way it looks or it has some fat that you don't care for, my suggestion to you truly is to eat in a way that gets you, here we go with those knees to elbows across your body, same side of your body. Oh my gosh, my ability to balance has really gone downhill. To get yourself to a healthy weight that feels good to you. And don't worry about little stuff. Your body is going to look the way it's going to look. Here's 20 seconds of rest. Even at a healthy weight, truly at our age, I gotta be honest with you, gravity is winning this war. I'm a perfectly healthy weight, but gravity is doing its own thing to this body. When it beeps again, we're doing those knees to elbows paired with side bends. So elbows forward, across your body, same side, squeeze and down. Across your body, trying very hard not to bend over into it. Tell you what, here on round 2, I feel like I know these exercises, and I'm trying to give you my speech about loving your body, and I really have to think about where my body is in space and time. Here we go with those side bends. Don't let your hip jut out, but use your abs and obliques to pull yourself over and pull yourself up. Awesome job. Bend over to the side, stand up straight. Your torso, your spine, really is the only thing moving right now. 20 seconds of rest. Isn't it amazing how sweaty we've gotten from this not cardio work? It's moving at a good pace that really makes the difference. The pace that works for you is the pace that works. You guys, when it beeps again, we're doing those side bends paired with those kicking welcome to my homes. I'm already looking forward to that. I think I found those to be the toughest things. Here we go with these side bends. There's something about the combination of kicking and twisting that always gets between my balance, oh my gosh, and just the work in your abs. I find those to be particularly difficult. Hands forward. We're going to open up, welcome to my home, while simultaneously kicking you out. This isn't a good welcome at all, is it? Thank goodness you are already in my home. You are already totally welcome here with me. My friends, when it beeps again, we're going to get 20 seconds of rest. Whoo, doggies. I'm feeling this work. I'm definitely feeling it. When it beeps again, we're going to do those kicking welcome to my homes paired with the rainbow kicks. We're getting down to the end of the list, and I will tell you right now that we get to end the way we began, which is with just one exercise in the pair. So here we go with those kicking welcome to my homes paired with those rainbow kicks. Awesome job. Still focusing on those abs and obliques. Even though our heart rate has come up and it's round 2 and everything got a little bit more difficult, we're still thinking about excellent form. Here we go with rainbow kicks. Squeezing, oh my gosh, feel that work in your abs, trying to touch somewhere on your leg. I'm getting to just about my knee, specifically on this one side where I'm stronger. Not quite as close on the other side where I am not. You'll always find discrepancies like that. 20 seconds of rest. Okay, this is our last double pair. We're doing those rainbow kicks paired with those windmill tapbacks. You're doing such a good job thinking, focusing, feeling your muscles working, staying within yourself, nice and moderate. Here we go with rainbow kicks. Woo, knocking myself almost out of balance here. When it beeps again, we're going to keep our hands up and high, nice and wide. Feet go nice and wide. Then we're going to tap wherever you can reach with your hand towards the opposite side of your body. You're reaching down towards your foot, but it's not really about getting to your foot, honestly. For me, it's much more about that twisting motion, really thinking about squeezing your abs and obliques to move this work. Awesome job. When it beeps again, we're going to get 20 seconds of rest. And as promised, we're finishing the way we began, or we're ending the way we began. We're just going to do those windmill tapbacks one more time, and then we will be done. I know, you've already been here almost a week. You know what that means, but we're going to start with our hands and feet nice and wide. Windmill tapbacks. Oh, reaching, tapping back. Now, of course, we're getting a little bit of bonus booty work today too. And I know that you are probably feeling this in your shoulders as much as I am. We've had our hands up overhead a fair bit today. You know, there's no such thing, 20 seconds of rest, because we're done. Yeah, we're not quite finished, you guys. When it beeps again, I have one final thing for us, and this really is one final thing. It's one interval on both sides. We're doing something I call slow sprinters. I'm gonna start with my left foot on the ground. Excuse me. And we're going to do a sprinting motion. Hands are running back and forth like you're running, but just the one leg is going to be moving back and forth. So when your arm is forward, that same leg is stretched back out behind it, and then the elbow from your opposite arm reaches towards the knee that's coming forward. So sprinting and extending. This is slow, hence the name, slow sprinters. And then here we go on the other side. Extending out, bringing that knee in and that elbow up to it. Extend and crunch. Extend and crunch. Really working on balance. Oh my goodness. Trying very hard not to fall over, because the next time it beeps is the last time it's going to beep. Oh my gosh. Great, great job. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of cooling down here. We're going to do those arm circles, but I'm going to keep it tapping here on my feet. You know, the more we do, the bigger our motion, the higher your heart rate stays. So on this cool down, now I do always like to get my arms through their full range of motion. I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders, and I really like to focus on stretching out those muscles as best I can. But if your heart rate did manage to get pretty high, this was good work today, my friends. If your heart rate is pretty high, you can keep your hands down a little bit lower to help bring your heart rate down. You can still get a good stretch, but keeping your elbows bent. You know, the cool down, just like the warm up, just like the workout, it's always meant to help you get your best workout. And that means that it's up to you to really pay attention. How do I feel? What do I need? What is my body telling me right now? Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers. And then give yourself a big hug. My body is telling me that that was just right for today. I hope yours is too. You know, we're finding that balance. It's moderate work. Moderate is the key word that helps you reach your weight loss goals. Now I know, I mean, if you want to feel like you do a little bit more, I do have here on screen, I have a little bit more of an extended cool down for us, for those of us who like a little bit more stretching to finish up the day. On the other side of the screen, I am going to have the entire playlist of this weight loss for women over 50, all of the workouts, just so that it's convenient for you. You can find them all in one place. On the bottom of the screen, you're going to see the letter P. That's an invitation to go over to Patreon, where a monthly pledge from you helps me make free workouts for all of us. And on the other side of the screen is a picture of me, and that's a subscribe button. Make sure that you click the button and the bell notification so that YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new workout. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I'll see you next time.